Dear God, is SmackDown bored the living shit out of me and probably everyone else and as a normal wrestling fan in 2025 or what, people? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode Lucas Limits on YouTube and all audio platforms with your WWE Friday Night Smackdown or Friday Night Down, July 18, 2025 review on Lucas Limits on YouTube and all audio platforms, like I said. Before I get started, then follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, Lucas E. Allen. Facebook is still technically No Limits to Lucas. Watch on YouTube, hit the like button, today's video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, then turn the bell for post notifications. You miss an upload on YouTube. Also, you leave a comment when you think of Friday Night Smackdown for July 18, 2025. Watch on Spotify, do the same thing. Leave me a comment on Spotify what you think of Friday Night Smackdown July 18, 2025. And also, if you're leave me a 5-star rating on Spotify as well. Watching any other audio platform, hello people. I can be a crazy lunatic sometimes. Not so today though, because I'm kind of fucking tired, to say the least. It is what it is, to say. This show did not raise me too much, honestly. Was it like great per se? Most definitely not, bro. This show was still freaking umpteen fucking boring. It wasn't like that bad. The women's stuff irked my fucking mind the umpteenth degree, man. Like a Stephanie Vecker and Alba Fire match in 2025 goes 2 fucking minutes. That's probably the only thing that made me rage on the show. That's about it, though, in all honesty. Like, bro, this show, man. I like it being 2 hours. Might be a hot take to some people. I prefer 2.5 hours, honestly, kind of like Monday Night Raw. But yes, you can't do it because obviously SmackDown's on USA compared to Raw being on Netflix, to say the least. So it is what it is, to say the least. Let's get right into your Friday Night Down to you. Let's go Charlotte Flair. Defeats Raquel Rodriguez, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions to start the show. And by the way, before this match, there was this epic, car crash scene with Solo Sikoa's group. With the MFT guys and everything, basically Bloodline 3.0. I thought that was a freaking chaotic. I liked that start to your Friday Night Smackdown. I honestly liked that start, in all honesty. Absolutely love that start. But other than that, it didn't really bleed to anything later on the show. We'll discuss in a couple of segments after the show from Raquel Rodriguez match, but still. At least there was some sort of creativity put into SmackDown for this week. Hey, I get Triple H credit due there, am I right? To say the least. We're going to discuss Charlotte Flair defeats Raquel Rodriguez, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions to start the show. Technically the first day on the show, the grade. Also, in Damian Priest, Carmelo Hayes goes in no contest after Aleister Black attacked Priest. Hey, Carmelo Hayes has a full fire wrestling match. He did not actually take a clean pinfall loss. Because Aleister Black hit the no contest with a black mass on Priest. And now he indeed is now heel. I would probably think he's probably. I think last week in the SmackDown review, I would say even I wasn't sure if he was being a heel or not. Now I'm 1,000% sure he's a fucking heel. So there you go. I'm gonna discuss that. So in Sikoa called Reign defend, like I said, WWE United States Champion appeared in the ring with his family and said Jacob Fatu is reckless without him because he doesn't listen to anyone. Fatu was shown backstage being greeted by Jimmy Uso. He was told he was not the man in the footage of the accident and was free to go. He marched straight toward the ring and Fatu and Jimmy ended up taking out everyone in the brawl. But Tala Tonga / Hukuleu didn't go down easily. Obviously he's a tall, big-ass man to say the least. It took both men to finally take him down. Adam Pearce, the Raw jump match. I believe Nick Aldis is not the scene last night. So Adam Pearce, the Raw jump matcher, stepped in for Nick Aldis' duties. Adam Pearce came out and announced that Sikoa would defend the United States Championship against Fatu inside a steel cage at SummerSlam. Then he brought out the cops for earlier to take Sikoa into custody for trying to frame Fatu. A lot of information there, I know. But I didn't mind this segment whatsoever, in all honesty. I felt like it was a pretty good segment. After this, I'm looking for more into Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. My war was at SummerSlam. is that their first match is okay at Night of Champions, nothing like barn burner of a classic any means necessary. But will they find if they can put in a better match inside of a steel cage, or probably Jacob Fatu to regain the United States Championship, probably more than likely. We're discussing that. Also some Stephanie Vecker, the glorious La Primera Dark Angel Stephanie Vecker defeats Alba Fire in 2 fucking minutes. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? What the fuck are we doing? An Alba Fire, it was a great professional when given time, honestly. And Stephanie Vecker going 2 fucking minutes, bro. Oh, how this show is just fucking nauseating to the umpteenth degree. There's shit like that in general. We're still going to be discussing that. Also, Andrade and Rey Fenix defeat DIY, Fraxon, and Motor City Machine Guns. Become the number 1 contenders for the Wyatt 6 and the WWE Tag Team Championships. And that match will indeed happen next week, which means another more likely PLE without the WWE Tag Team titles being defended on PLE. You can't make this shit up, bro. Any tag team titles in general, the Raw, the World Tag Team titles, and the WWE Tag Team titles, you fucking name it, bro. It's like a curse having these sets of championships on your waist for your tag team. Fucking ridiculous, I know. We'll discuss that. We'll discuss Cody Rhodes and John Cena main event segment. Cody Rhodes and John Cena, the reigning defending undisputed WWE champion, had their contract signed for their upcoming undisputed WWE Championship match at SummerSlam. And Cena at first signed the contract, and eventually Cena and Rhodes got into a brawl. Rhodes forcing Cena to sign the contract with Cena's hand, and Rhodes said that their match at SummerSlam will now be a street fight match. Lovely, it basically means it's a no disqualification match. So I'm gonna give this time, honestly. But if you're not fighting in the street, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It's not a technical street fight, in my opinion. If you're calling this a street fight, like what? If you're calling this a street fight, you might as well fight in the street. It's called a street fight, obviously, right? So you gotta fight in the street. Not no fucking no disqualification match. Might as well call it no disqualification, no holds bar matches. Might as well do that in all honesty. We're going to discuss this all in today's podcast. Glad you joined me. So I want to this week's Friday Night Smackdown July 18th, 2025 review. And Lucas Limits on YouTube and all audio platforms. Starting with, you guessed it, Charlotte Flair. Well, I'll be honest, her gear since been coming back to 2025 at the Royal Rumble. Top notch. Gotta be honest, I love her Evolution gear. A bunch of gear she had in the past too, I actually like quite a bit. Other than that, it's not even that match. Charlotte Flair defeats Raquel Rodriguez, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, to start the show. This gets a big fat C. And by the way, I gotta mention this before. Once we got on the air with SmackDown, there was this chaotic scene and start the whole show and everything with the MFT guys and Sikoa, Tonga Loa. Probably now an eye patch again now. Because Tonga Loa having an eye patch, probably. His bloodied eye and everything. And I believe Tala Tonga and JC Matoya Mighty were there, by the way, too. I believe they were there, honestly. But we're not interested in honestly at all to say at least. But I like the effort they put into that, though. I like the effort they put into to start a SmackDown with a chaotic scene to a point. It's not like formulaic to a point, yes. But hey, I'll take anything to start your show with something freaking different on this damn fucking show, man. I would take anything at this fucking rate. Let's go back to Charlotte Flair defeating Raquel Rodriguez, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, to start the show. Not good whatsoever. Not great whatsoever. A big fat C is your grade. And by the way, this is how much it proves Dave Meltzer's irrelevant in this fucking year 2025. There was support by Wrestling Observer newsletter and Dave Meltzer, where Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair will be going one-on-one at SummerSlam. Oh, they can kiss that goodbye, Dave, as Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are teaming up each other to take on Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez for women's tag team titles. See, almost like this one idiot in my comments like, dude, why should be there's 2 nights of SummerSlam, bro? Fuck out of here. Like Charlotte Flair and Alexa going to have a one-on-one match at SummerSlam and team up each other only because they're tag team partners. Come on, people. Don't give me that bullshit. That is complete stupidity, if you ask me, from that wrestling fan, man. I can't believe that shit. If this gets a big fat Steven match, I ain't care for the match whatsoever, in all honesty, man. A big fat fucking C to start your show. What else is new with Friday Night Smackdown, man? What else is new with Friday Night Boredom? Moving on to Damian Priest. He defeats Carmelo Hayes, but he versus Carmelo Hayes. Goes with no contest after Aleister Black attacked Priest. Solid match here, give it a B-. Like the fact they did not give Carmelo Hayes and fall for L here. Plain for a loss, to say the least. Like that big time. Now let's give him some more wins, shall we there, Triple H? Yeah, well, roster for like almost a year and a half, it feels like. I think it is. Is it a year and a half? I don't even fucking know at this rate. It's all freaking lackluster. Carmelo Hayes' main roster run has been so far. Not his fault whatsoever. It's obviously Triple H and management's fault, to say the least. A solid match here. Priest and Hayes gave it a B-. So still hopefully can get some Carmelo Hayes more TV time here. I know it's only 2-hour Smackdowns, but it doesn't give you an excuse there, Triple H. That gives you no excuse. I'm sorry, people. I don't care if it's 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours. I don't fucking care. As long as the show is good, you can tell a show is good. 2 hours compared to 3 hours doesn't fucking matter, people. It doesn't really fucking matter. I prefer 2.5 at bare minimum. Give me right in the middle. But you can't do it for USA Network. It's only for Netflix and Raw. You get the point there. Maybe if SmackDown goes to Netflix, then you can get 2.5 hour shows, to say the least. But this gets a B-. And by the way, I believe Black did a black mask on Priest. That looked badass. As normal black mask should be, honestly. But still, this gets a B- overall grade. Not a bad match whatsoever. It's not memorable whatsoever either. I do like the fact that feeling like Aleister Black, a heel Aleister Black maybe, against Damian Priest. And by the way, I know I said last week Aleister Black did not look like a heel. Now he looks like a heel to me in this segment last night, so there you go. I changed my pick now to that, to say the least. This gets a B-, so nothing really special other than that, to say the least. Moving on to Solo Sikoa. The reigning defending WWE United States Champion appeared in the ring with his family and said that Jacob Fatu is reckless without him because he doesn't know how to listen to anyone. Fatu was shown backstage being greeted by Jimmy Uso. He was told that he was not the man in the footage of the accident and it was free to go. As he marched straight toward the ring, Fatu and Jimmy ended up taking out everyone in the brawl. But Tala Tonga didn't go down easily. Obviously, he's a 7-foot man to say at least. It's Tala Tonga. It took both men to finally take him down. Adam Pearce, the Raw Joe match, can fill in for Nick Aldis last night, came out and announced that Sikoa would defend the United States Championship against Fatu inside a steel cage at SummerSlam. Then he brought out the cops from earlier to take Sikoa into custody for trying to frame Fatu. I like this segment. I like this segment quite a bit. There's so much information there, obviously, but still. I like this segment here with Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa and company here. I like to even begin the show with that. I like that with the car crash scene and everything. That looked freaking badass. But still, I'm looking forward to more Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu for SummerSlam. It's been part 2 for the United States, so probably Jacob Fatu regain that championship. I don't know, man. Solo Sikoa has been kind of like growing on me a little bit as the United States champion. I gotta be honest. I don't give credit where credit is to Solo Sikoa. But this segment is an overall B, not a bad segment whatsoever. Kind of forward more stuff, definitely forward more things for SummerSlam involving these two men for the United States Championship. I gotta be honest though, for the women's United States, where the fuck is Julia? Where the fuck is Julia? You have your men's United States champion on the show. What about your women's United States champion? Oh, but it's only because of 2-hour Smackdowns. You wanted this. That gets no excuse. How many times do I fucking tell you people in this podcast? That doesn't get a fucking excuse. I'm sorry. That doesn't go to slide by me. That's no excuse to me, honestly. So what's 2 hours? It could be 3 hours, 2 hours, doesn't fucking matter. But it can be 1 hour. And still, if a show is bad and the show is lackluster, I'll call you that out. Yes, so this is a pretty fun segment though with Sikoa and company here. I'll give it a B. Just have my concerns about the women's United States title. It makes my question, why the fuck did you take that championship off Zelina Vega so also give it to Julia to not be fucking seen? You better not keeping it on Zelina Vega. Just what I got to share about that for sure. This gets a B though for the men's United States title segment here. Moving on to a match that fucking irked the fucking brain out of me. You know, I love Stephanie Vecker. I love Stephanie. And I like Alba Fire a lot. Stephanie Vecker defeats Alba Fire. C-. 2 fucking minutes for an Alba Fire who's a great professional wrestler. If WWE would give her the time of fucking day. And obviously Stephanie's one of the best in the world, male or female. You would think you still have an underrated professional wrestling match on TV. Oh man, and that fucking aged like fucking spoiled milk. The fuck are we doing? 2-minute squash with Stephanie and Alba. On what fucking planet is that realistic, necessary, Triple H? I'm not saying it's not realistic, I'm just saying if it's necessary. Well, can we get Alba Fire away from the Secret Herpes and get her like a Kaylee Ray theme song and her presentation back? Or are you just gonna fucking release her like every other fucking times they do? These books these types of females. Watch that be the fucking case. Not that I want that, but still. Let's get to C-. What else do you want me to say? What else do you want me to fucking say, people? What was the fucking point of this? You're just gonna bury fucking... I don't want to use the term bury too much. But Alba Fire's been more than just fucking buried by Triple H here. Just gotta be honest. I don't like seeing the word bury too much. I don't say it much in the podcast, obviously. But still. C-, you're fucking great. Moving on to Andrade and Rey Fenix. Defeat DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa. Fraxia, Nathan Frazier and Axiom, and Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. To become the number one contenders for the Wyatt Six and the WWE Tag Team Championships. That match will happen next week. Also, like I said at the top of the show, another WWE Tag Team title match, another show where it's not defending a fucking PLE. It's funny, SummerSlam is 2 nights this year, and going forward probably be 2 nights. And you can't have at least one match or probably 14 on this card for at least one of your tag team titles, not even the women's. You got the women's tag team titles, but you can't have the fucking men win at least one of the 2 men's tag team titles. How the fuck does that make sense, Triple H? You couldn't have the Wyatt Six and Andrade and Rey Fenix be on PLE/pay-per-view. No, we gotta have fucking the women's tag team titles. So don't mind being on PLE, don't get me wrong. Not that I'm a fan of the women's tag team titles, but you get the point, people. How can you have on 2 sets of tag team titles? I can't even tell you the last time that either one of these titles, the World Tag Team titles, the regular standard WWE Tag Team titles, defend on PLE. I don't even worse since becoming the tag team titles, new tag team title names. I don't even fucking remember. It's fucking sad, bro. It's fucking sad. It's like the tag team titles are a curse in the main roster, to say the least. At least the men's side things. Even the women's are kind of cursed a little bit, too. This gets a B. The match was freaking very good, don't get me wrong. You might think I was shit on this match. I ain't shit on this match. It's a fatal 4. It can at least for a contendership for a tag team titles. I hate 8 men in one ring. I'll give you crap, to be honest there. But at least it has some sort of implications for a tag team gold. Not that it was great per se, it's a different story in itself, I'll be honest. And this gets a B, man. What else do you want me to say about this? I already have. B is your fucking grade. Not that it's bad per se, aside from the best grade in the show, by the way. Now you get the point there. Moving on to your main event segment. Cody Rhodes and John Cena, the reigning defending undisputed WWE Champion Mr. John Cena, had their contract signed for their upcoming undisputed WWE Championship match at SummerSlam, and Cena didn't sign the contract, and eventually Cena and Rhodes got into a brawl with Rhodes, forcing Cena to sign the contract with Cena's hand, mind you. And Rhodes said that their match at SummerSlam will now be a street fight. I didn't mind this segment whatsoever. It's not perfect any means necessary. It's not like John Cena and CM Punk's type view, but still. This gets a B. Not bad, not great, obviously. It's pretty decent if you ask me. And do we see, I have this weird fucking feeling, though. If we get a double turn at SummerSlam, with John Cena going back to babyface old John Cena and Cody Rhodes being a fucking heel. And this weird fucking strange feeling The Rock's gonna come out of New Jersey. And then he's gonna turn his back on John Cena. And then Cody Rhodes will finally sell his soul to The Rock as a heel. I have a strange feeling that's gonna be happening. At least for night, but this match is probably main event night 2 for SummerSlam. So wait and find out. What y'all thinking in the comment section below? Not saying I want it per se. I think it's way too soon to turn Cody Rhodes in a full throttle heel. I will at least wait until a max minimum next year, and this time next year, honestly. That might be being generous. I'd rather just wait for this big time. But we'll see and find with that to say at least. This gets a B, honestly. Not great contract signings necessary, but not bad whatsoever. Give it a B. As for your overall show for Friday Night Smackdown, or Friday Night Border, we're going to name it, for July 18, 2025, it's an all grade of B-. I might be generous to that grade. I feel like I'm going to round up all these grades before I rounded it up. I thought it would be a minimum of C+. If not, I would think the best would have been a C+. But it ends up being a B-. So be grateful, Triple H. I thought this show was kind of boring, honestly, for being a B-. So there you go. There's your fucking flowers, and I showed up your ass, man. I don't know what to fucking tell you. As your overall show stands this week, PL leads for Saturday night's main event or AEW pay-per-views. I know, a fucking miracle, man. We could, I think, the next 2 weekends off until we get to SummerSlam. Wow, what a crazy concept, man. Actually, I lied. TNA Slammiversary is this Sunday. I'm not going to watch Slammiversary. Let's be fucking real. I'm not a TNA fan, to say the least. As your overall show stands this week, number 1 show is Monday Night Raw, July 14th, 2025 with a B. Second place is two-way tie with AEW Dynamite, July 16, 2025. And Friday Night Smackdown, July 18, 2025. Review scene right now with a B-. And last place by far is NXT, July 15, 2025. With a big fat C. That show just fucking sucked. I'm sorry, people. What else you want me to say about that fucking show? I just couldn't stand that show from this past Tuesday night. You like it? Don't watch it. Well, if you don't like me, you don't like watching my podcast then, dipshit. Just saying. That is your Friday Night Smackdown July 18th, 2025 review on Lucas Limits on YouTube and all audio platforms. Thank y'all for watching. Lucas Limits on YouTube and all audio platforms. Your Friday Night Smackdown July 18th, 2025 review. Today being Saturday, July 19th, 2025. I don't know if there'll be another upload up until Tuesday to discuss your Monday Night Raw. July will be 21st, 2025 review. I don't know if it'll be upload then. I'm trying to figure out if I want to still upload any more this weekend instead, at least on YouTube and all audio platforms. So stay tuned for that. Stay obviously subscribed and notified on YouTube and honestly, to say the least. If you watch on YouTube, obviously. And Spotify, I don't know what to fucking tell you, honestly. That is your Friday Night Smackdown July 18, 2025 review. I'll catch y'all. Peace, love, and I'm out. I love y'all big time, to say the least.